So here we have the point 4 comma 3 pi 4s. So that puts me over into the, let me turn my pen on, into the second quadrant with a radius of 4. The pi over 4 angle is the one that's right in the middle. So that's going to be this point right here. So given that, on the polar axis, find the other points r theta of the point for which the radius is positive but the angle is negative. So I want to find the same point that lands here with the radius being positive, so it's still going to be 4 comma, but I want the angle to be negative. So there's many different angles that I could have in this case. Let's find the smallest one that is negative. So that would be going from into the second quadrant in a negative direction, or a clockwise direction, would be negative 5 pi quarters. And then obviously we could do any coterminal angle as well, but we just want to go between 0 and negative 2 pi, so that's the only angle that's in that interval. I forgot about that. So negative 5 pi quarters is the only angle that's appropriate, where the radius is positive and the angle is between 0 and negative 2 pi. That's the same point as 4 comma 3 pi 4s. We're going to do a couple more examples of this, just with different constraints, whether the radius is positive or negative, and how big the angle is or how negative it is. So here again we have the same point, so 4 comma 3 pi quarters, which is right here, for which the radius is negative but the angle is between 0 and 2 pi. So we're going to have the same angle, 3 pi quarters. However, we want the angle to be negative. So actually we're not going to have 3 pi quarters, because if I want the radius to be negative, that means I'm going to want to be in this quadrant here and then put me back. But I still want my angle to be between 0 and 2 pi. So this is wrong. I'm going to have to be at 7 pi quarters, because that's my fourth quadrant angle. And then if I have negative 4, so I go to 7 pi quarters, which is around here. And if I have negative 4, that puts me back into the second quadrant. So here's the only polar point that has a negative radius, and the angle is between 0 and 2 pi. Negative 4 comma 7 pi quarters. And lastly, we're still at 4 comma 3 pi quarters, so that's this point right here. I want to be, radius is positive, but I want to be coterminal, so I want to be between 2 pi and 4 pi. So I'm just going to add 2 pi to 3 pi quarters, so that's the same as 8/4 pi plus 3/4 pi, which is 11/4 pi. And my radius is still going to be 4 because it wanted it to be positive. So there's our answer, and we're done.